So this is going to be your introduction to the health epidemiology course. I'm going to start with a little bit about what you can find on Blackboard. If you click under course introduction, you will find the information for your instructors, James Daniel, that's me, and Don Heisey Grove, your other instructor. You'll see our contact information, including our phone and emails. Please remember that our office hours are by appointment. We're very open to having office hours, but it's best if you email us for those appointments. It's difficult for us to respond to text messages. Now, in the course introductory folder, you're also going to see the syllabus. So if you open up the syllabus, you'll find a Word document there that has all information about the course, including the course description and the text. For the text, we do recommend that you get the Ashengrau book, and the other books are recommended but certainly not required. But it is helpful to have the Ashengrau Essentials of Epidemiology and Public Health text. You'll see the course objectives, and then we'll move right into the assessment of your grade. Now, for the grade, there are several pieces. There will be quizzes, and you'll note when I go back into Blackboard, every week has a quiz section. Those quizzes you can do as many times as you would like. It's probably best if you try to complete the quiz before we post the answers. We post the answers right before that week starts, so you want to try to complete them before the answers show up, but you can always go back in and correct your answers. You'll have unlimited opportunities to complete them until the end of the semester, and your highest grade will count. So please make sure that the highest grade, the one that you count, is the last one that you did. And quizzes count 10% of your grade. There's also a homework class participation grade. For homework, there are several optional assignments for calculations that are really for your benefit. Those don't really calculate into your grade. But there are also some other homework assignments with specific due dates that are writing some blogs, or participating in discussion threads. Those do have due dates, and they should be completed by that due date. You can always go back and correct them after the due date once we talk about what's wrong or right with people's various answers, but you need to get your initial response in by the due date. That's part of your participation grade, is those homework assignments that are participating in discussion threads and blogs. And the other part of your participation grade is participation in the webinars and other discussion threads that we have going on, helping students answer questions, if you can help other students answer questions. So just that overall participation. We do like to see people participate actively in our weekly live webinar sessions, and those will be held on Monday and Wednesday of every week at 8 p.m. And you'll have an opportunity to actually assess your own participation grade twice during the course of the semester, once for your participation up through the midterm, and once for your participation from the midterm through the final. That grade will be assigned by you. You will need to back up how you got to that grade, and then of course we do reserve the right to change those grades based on your justification for that grade. So again, quizzes 10%, homework class participation another 10%. Then there'll be a midterm exam that's 25% of the grade. The midterm exam is pretty extensive. We give it out several weeks in advance of the due date. We encourage you to work on it way ahead of time, and we'll talk more about that later. But it is something that you want to make sure that you prepare and save time for, to really spend a lot of time on that midterm, to try it once, let it rest, go back and check your answers. Then during the second half of the semester, there will be a writing assignment that's due towards the end of the semester that counts towards 25% of your grade. The midterm is 25% as well. And then at the very end of the course, there's a final exam that's 30% of your grade. That final exam is much quicker to do than the midterm. It's not nearly as time intensive as it's mainly multiple choice and fill in the blank questions. All of the exams and quizzes should be completed on your own without any help from other students, but you're welcome to use any other resources, your book, going back and reviewing the lectures, whatever other materials you need are fine. Everything's open book. Just do not collaborate with your other students on those assignments. So again, the course requirements are the quizzes are 10%, the midterm 25%, writing assignment 25%, final exam 30%, homework and participation is 10%. The grades will be based on the standard grading system for MCPHS, and what you need for a passing grade will actually depend on the program that you're enrolled in. So you'll need to make sure to talk to your program manager to determine what grade you need to pass the course. We do take plagiarism very seriously, especially on the writing assignments. We don't want to see people collaborating and turning in the same assignments. We do check for that, and we take that very seriously. So please make sure that you work on your own for all of those.